we understood that all three of these characters are tied. Okay? And what's very interesting is that they're tied to a show. And I need you guys to understand what I mean about Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Showing you guys a lot of clues that have been tying to Always Sunny in Philadelphia is no different than why they've assimilated a symbol here within Toledo Bay, okay? And it is part of Bell Farms, or Cluckenbell Farms. But I want you to understand that bell that they are showing, okay, is a specific bell. As you see, it has a crack, okay? Now understand what I mean by this. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, once again, is not something that I'm bringing up for bullshit, you guys. I'm not bringing it up because it's a fucking show of mine or any of that. I want you to understand, I'm bringing this up because the fucking mystery, okay, is dictating it for us to look at it. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And the fact of the matter here is that even for those who disagree, or those who think that looking at some of the more physical things in the game is more interesting, understand, you're throwing away a lot of answers here, and I mean it. And you know what's the cool part? No one ever said we were supposed to look for an egg. You guys theorized that by looking at the mural the wrong way. You read it the wrong way, all right? We were never supposed to look for an egg. We were supposed to look for a fucking crack.
A fucking crack.
I just don't get it. What's not to get? Come to Philly for the crack.
Come to Philly for the crack.
It has a picture of the Liberty Bell on it.
Trust us when we tell you that Patty's Pub played an extremely important part in history.
What part of history might that be?
The cracking of the Liberty Bell, of
The
course.
cracking of the Liberty Bell, of course.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Woodz. In this video, you guys, I want to give a really big shout out to my boy Basis on Edge 7, also known as Mythic on Twitter. And the reason why I'm shouting him out today is because he's one of the very few hunters that actually goes out to find the things that a lot of people don't truly believe in, especially when it comes down to my theories. And I truly applaud you, bro. I truly applaud everyone who helps here at this channel and even helps within the hunt in general. But the fact of the matter here is that I feel as though we have come to another grips within our clues and our path within it being the right path. Now, what I mean by this is my boy Basis actually stumbled across something while he was at the Rockstar Games official YouTube. Okay? And what's pretty interesting about their YouTube channel, okay, is that they feature everything that they post, no different than the Lowrider DLC and the DLCs that they had before. But what's very interesting is that they also post things that are from the community and also things that they find
interesting.
Now, the reason why I segregated interesting there is that it's no different than why I use interesting in every single one of my videos. It's so we understand that what brings relevancy here are things that interest the artist and interest the person looking at the art. We need to understand exactly what these triggers are and exactly how they work. They are things, okay, that have been shown several times. No different than them showing a sun, okay, and them saying praise the sun, and it meaning a lot of different things, whether yoga, Dark Souls, or anything that has to do with religion. But understanding segregation and rearranging and even wordplay within our clues is what gave us understanding that cinema was important and more than we could ever understand. Now, what I mean by this is that there are things that Rockstar likes and or finds interesting, and one of those things here is something that I've brought up numerous times, and that is
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys, okay, is because this is very interesting, and I've seen it. It's very good. Whoever made it, I can see why they liked it, okay? It's made very well, but the point here is that this is how clever Rockstar is. Their clues are literally lying just right in front of you. And this is what I've been trying to show from the beginning. And how we will decode a big part of this mystery is along those principles, understanding deeper clues when they are right in front of your face, but there to teach you certain things that you may not be looking at the right way. We can look at certain things and think, just Easter egg, just a joke, but they are not just jokes. These jokes are double entendres, and they are meant to be understood as deeper things. And it's no different than why a chicken in this mystery can mean a rooster, or a cock, or a bird, or all of the above. Duality within wordplay, segregation, and rearranging. Even when it comes down to a lot of the DLC that we're getting, you guys. The last DLC I brought up relevancies to Teen Wolf before it even came out. In this DLC, I brought up aspects of Benny months before this actually became relevant. And if you don't know what I mean Need for Speed and Another Scott. It's amount of ties to Need for Speed. So now understanding some of the universal clues that we have gained henceforth, we need to understand that Scott, okay, is a valuable clue within this mystery. Not even just for Great Scott, but understanding that Scotland and other ethics of segregate and rearrange need to be applied, okay? Need for Speed, the film was directed by Scott Way, okay? But not only that, it actually featured another character who flew the helicopter in the movie, and his name is
Scott Whispy.
Or Kid Cudi. And well, before you go off to say, well, once again, you know, you're just batshit crazy, you're going off making weird connections, all this and that, you need to understand even the content within his music and why it pertains to day and night, okay? Understand that Rockstar paid attention to everything around what was going on. They knew what was going on. They knew who was being casted. They understood the fucking clues in front of them, and they rearranged them into the mystery that we see. And Mr. Scott Mescudi, or Kid Cudi, is no different. Or should I call him
Benny.
Now, let's hear from his words what Benny does.
He's in the Army Reserves, and he's also one of the members of Toby's crew, the Marshall Motors. He details cars. I like to think that, like, when he's in the garage, it's like his getaway. It's like his hangout spot.
So understand, you guys, when they show DLC like this, lowriders, okay, understand that the clues within the DLC, like Benny's Motorworks and his garage, understand these are segregative clues to understand the cinema that has inspired every bit of what we're looking at and why the clues are going to drive us into the grand prize here. We are getting closer as time goes on, but understanding the game is what grants us this aspect of proof towards our progress. So understand, you guys, not only are we on the right track, but what we are doing along the way is helping us understand it as it goes on right in front of our eyes. Also, feel free to comment any opinions you have on the new Lowrider DLC. Quite frankly, I just couldn't be more excited for this DLC. This seems like the one I've been wanting the most, and for them to add something like a machete to the weapons that we already have within the game, honestly, that's just beautiful. But I would like to hear your opinion, and feel free to comment anything you have to say about it. Until then, spread the truth.
These jokes are double entendres, and they are meant to be understood as deeper things, and it's no different than why a chicken in this mystery can mean a rooster, or a cock, or a bird, or all of the above.
Andrew, help me out. Name an animal that we eat but doesn't eat us.
Well, Grant, I tell you what, I like to eat cock.
Whoa, no, we can't say.
Yeah?
Lisa, are we gonna...
You see what I did there? It's a little bit of a double entendre. Type of thing. I was talking about chicken, but I said cock.
A double entendre, a figure of speech, or a particular way of wording
that is devised to be understood in either of two ways or having a double meaning. Sounds a lot like
duality within wordplay, segregation and rearranging.